Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing great. Today we are going to do a real quick review so that you're ready for a data analysis test tomorrow. So we're wrapping up another unit. We've only got a couple more things to cover and only a few weeks to do it. So time is really flying and we're almost through the week. The weather is beautiful, so I know it is hard to be inside getting homework done. Maybe you can take your computer outside and get your homework done while sitting out in the sun. So let's get to this. I'm going to do just a couple review problems with you and explain them, and then your homework will be to complete a review quiz on Canvas so that you're ready for the test tomorrow. Okay, so we are going to start by just reviewing mean, median, mode, and range. So most of you did a really good job on this when I assigned it. There's just a couple of things that I want to cover. Okay, so in this particular table, we have the cost of school lunches at various schools, and the costs are all listed here. Okay, and it says to find the following. Now we're going to start by finding the mean, and remember, mean is an average. Okay, so what I noticed that some of you did is you did a really good job of adding all of these numbers together, and when you add all of this up, you end up getting $19.85. Now, $19.85 is not the average price of a lunch, okay? What we have to do then is divide by how many lunches there are. So in this case, there are 9 different school lunches. So divide by 9, and you get 2.2055, and so on. We can't leave it like that. In terms of money, the average school lunch is going to cost $2.21. Okay, so remember, you add them all up and divide by how many there are. Now, median is the middle number. Okay, so we want to put these numbers in order from least to greatest, the lowest number being $1.50, and then we have $1.75 2 times, and we have $1.90, and we have $2. We have $2.10, $2.25, $2.50, and $4.10. Now I want to make sure that I have them all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we need to work our way to the middle. So we cross off a low number and a high number. Low, high, low, high, low, high, and we get this right in the middle. So that means our median is $2. Okay, the mode is the number that appears the most often. Okay, so what I noticed happened with some of us on our homework when we did this is you listed more than one mode, and there can be more than one mode, but only if they both appear the same number of times the most. Now in this case, I see everything appears only once except for the $1.75. So $1.75 appears twice, so that is going to be our mode. Okay, the range is when you subtract the high and the low numbers. So to find my range, I need to do $4.10 minus $1.50. Okay, that would be $4.10 in my calculator minus $1.50 is $2.60 as my range. So there is a spread of $2.60. Okay, now in this case it asks, is there an outlier? And we would say yes, there is. Okay, this school lunch price of $4.10 is a lot higher than all the rest. It's still not crazy expensive, but $4.10 is a lot more than $1.50. Okay, so how does the outlier affect the mean? Now remember, if the outlier is on the top end, like this one is, then it goes up. If it was on the lower end, if there was a lunch that was only 10 cents, then it would go down. Okay, how does it affect the median? The median is not affected. The mode is also not affected. The mode will never be affected. And then the range, because of the outlier, the range always goes up. So you are going to see those same types of questions on the review. You're also going to see them on the test. Okay, looking at the next type of problem, you're going to be asked to analyze some different graphs, whether that be a circle graph or a line graph or a bar graph or a histogram. We've learned about all of those things. So this circle graph shows shows the favorite sport of students. There were 1,500 students surveyed. Use the circle graph to answer the following questions. How many students did not choose basketball as a favorite sport? Now, we could say that the percent that did not choose basketball is 33 plus 15 plus 21. So 69% did not choose basketball. But that's not what I want to know. I don't want to know the percent. I want to know how many. So then we need to figure out how many is that. Okay, at that point, we're going to set up a proportion. And we hopefully remember how to do this. We take our percent, 69 over 100, and X over the 1,500 students, because that's the total. And then we're going to solve that. 69 times 1,500 divided by 100. There would be 1,035 students that did not choose basketball as their favorite sport. So that would be your answer. Okay, remember, you multiply these numbers on the diagonal and divide by the third number. Okay, the last question here, a report of a survey claimed that about 500 students chose football as their favorite sport. Is the claim valid? So we want to be able to answer yes or no. So if 33% of them chose football, let's set up our proportion. 33 over 100, X over 1,500. And then we would do 33 times 1,500 divided by 100. And we get 495 students. So about 500 students chose football. I would say yes, that claim is valid because 495 students chose football as their favorite sport. Okay, you're also going to be asked to do a little bit of stuff with scatter plots. And you've been doing this the last couple days, so hopefully this is pretty fresh in your brain. Here we have some data about people who attended a town festival over an 8-year period. The graph also shows the scatter plot of that data. Remember, on a scatter plot, we don't connect the dots, but we can see the general trend of the data. So what is the correlation between the two sets of data? Now remember, if it's a positive correlation, you're going to see the graph going in an upwards direction. If it's negative, it's going to go in a downward direction. And if there's no correlation, the dots are just going to be spread all over the place. Okay, now if we were comparing this and I say as the years go up, what's happening to the attendance? Well, it's also going up. So remember, if both thumbs are going up or both thumbs are going down, then it's positive. If one goes up and the other goes down, then it's negative correlation. So in this case, the correlation is positive. Okay, we can also then use our scatter plots to make predictions. So this one says predict the number of people who will attend in year 10 based on the graph. So if I went ahead and went to year 10 on my graph, that would be right here, and I'm going to follow it up. And if I drew a line of best fit, line of best fit would look something like about like this. So then I could say, well, in year 10, I would predict that there would be about 2,750 people, somewhere around there. Okay, so we're just making a prediction. We don't know for sure, but about 2,750 people will attend based on what's happened in the past. If that continues, that trend continues and it continues to increase. Okay, so now your job is to go finish the questions on the review. Make sure you go back and look at your mistakes if you got some wrong, because I want you to do the very best you can. There is going to be some vocabulary and matching, and that same vocabulary matching is going to be on the test. So make sure you know those words, okay? Do your very best. Good luck.